A viral video, a famous sidewalk, and a moment that's sparking outrage, jokes, and debate online. A dog has been filmed defecating on Hollywood Walk of Fame directly on the star of US President Donald Trump. The clip, now circulating widely on social media, shows a leashed dog stopping, crouching, and relieving itself squarely on Trump's star. The moment quickly exploded online, with reactions ranging from humor to sharp political commentary. One viral post joked the dog deserved a Nobel Peace Prize. Others called it symbolic, while critics and supporters clashed in the comments. Social media responses poured in. Some users framed the moment as satire, others as disrespect. Comments ranged from "dogs are great judges of character" to outright criticism of the act. As one of the most viral clips today, the video quickly became less about the incident and more about what it represents to different audiences. Trump received his star on the Walk of Fame in 2007, years before entering politics, largely tied to his work on shows like The Apprentice and the Miss Universe pageant. But since then, the star has become one of the most controversial spots in Hollywood. Trump's star has been vandalized multiple times, targeted during protests, and repeatedly repaired after damage. In 2016, a man used tools to destroy parts of the star. In 2018, another individual carried out similar damage before turning himself in. At one point, the star was even placed behind a temporary protective barrier. Critics and advocacy groups have also called for its removal, arguing it has become a symbol of division rather than recognition. Still, the star remains and continues to draw attention, both from tourists and protesters. Moments like this go viral not just because they're shocking or humorous, but because they tap into a larger cultural divide. To some, it's a joke. To others, it's disrespectful. And to many, it reflects the deeply polarized views surrounding Trump's public image. The location itself, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, turns individual acts into global talking points almost instantly. This isn't the first time Trump-related moments have dominated headlines, and it likely won't be the last. From viral clips to major geopolitical developments, the conversation around Trump continues to swing between spectacle and serious global impact. And that contrast couldn't be sharper right now, because while this viral moment is grabbing attention online, reports are also emerging about a far more serious situation behind closed doors. Allegations that during a high-stakes Iran crisis, Donald Trump reportedly erupted in a heated outburst so intense that aides limited his access to critical briefings. Here's what the reports and cited insiders are revealing.
What really happened inside the White House during one of the most dangerous U.S. military crises in years? According to explosive reports, U.S. President Donald Trump was allegedly so furious, so frantic, that his own aides had to remove him from the room. And it all traces back to a chilling historical fear, once destroyed a presidency. The situation unfolded after a U.S. F-15E Strike Eagle was downed inside Iran. 2 American airmen missing, time ticking, enemy territory. Senior officials told the Wall Street Journal that Trump's reaction was immediate and intense. The moment he was briefed, the U.S. president reportedly spiraled into what insiders described as a frenzied state. What followed? Hours of shouting, panic, pressure. So much so that aides made a drastic call. They reportedly stopped including him in real-time crisis discussions. Yes, according to the report, the commander-in-chief was effectively sidelined during a live military emergency. Instead of being in the room where decisions were made, Trump was briefed in intervals. Why? because officials reportedly feared his reactions were becoming a liability during a delicate rescue mission. And this wasn't just about the present, it was about history. Trump had been obsessing over one moment in American history, the disastrous rescue attempt during the Iran hostage crisis under Jimmy Carter. A failed operation, a global humiliation, and a presidency that never recovered. Trump reportedly warned, it cost them the election. What a mess. Now he feared history was repeating itself, with him at the center. On the ground, the situation was dire. One airman recovered quickly, but the second, missing for 2 days. A high-stakes race began. U.S. forces versus Iranian control. Terrain unfamiliar, no recent boots on the ground. Every decision could trigger escalation. And back in Washington, the pressure inside the West Wing was reportedly reaching boiling point. While the rescue mission unfolded, Trump reportedly paced through a nearly empty West Wing, ranting about rising gas prices and lashing out at European allies for not joining the conflict. Oil had surged to over $4 per gallon. Global tensions were exploding. And then came the post. On Easter Sunday, Trump took to Truth Social with a profanity-laced message aimed at Iran, a threat, a warning, and a line that stunned even his supporters. Praise be to Allah, on Easter. The backlash was immediate. Even insiders say Trump later admitted he deliberately sounded unstable, hoping it would intimidate Iran into negotiations. But behind the scenes, he was still asking one question: how's it playing? Despite the successful rescue, tensions didn't ease. Trump doubled down by warning an entire civilization could die tonight if Iran didn't comply. Meanwhile, a fragile ceasefire teeters on collapse, and in one of the world's most critical oil choke points, the Strait of Hormuz, an Iranian vessel reportedly opened fire on a tanker. So, as the geopolitical tensions refuse to die, one question remains. Was Trump's hours-long freakout an actual chaos or strategy, or something far more dangerous? And as tensions rise again, is history about to repeat itself?